Hi, second grade. All right, I'm here to go over your exit ticket for today. So today is day 11. So you'll find day 11. I've already written a little bit on mine, but it says day 11 in your packet right here. So it's on page 5. Now, in your packet, it says the best tool to measure for day 11. So it says circle the tool you would use to measure each object. Now this morning, if you think back, you learned that you can use your thumb to measure in inches, and you can use your arm to measure in feet. Now, if we were in the classroom, you would use tools to measure these things. So with these units, so you would use a ruler to measure inches, a ruler, or you would use a yardstick to measure in feet. Okay, so it wants you to think about which you would use, a ruler or a yardstick. So it wants you to think, would you measure this object in inches or in feet? Now, the first one says the height of a door. If I look at my door, it's pretty tall, right? If I look at the door, would I want to measure that in inches with a ruler or in feet with a yardstick? If you said you would measure it with a yardstick in feet, you're right, because it would take way less feet than it would inches to measure a door. So I would circle yardstick. The second one says the length of a pencil box. Now I don't have a pencil box here, but I do have this, and this is about the size of a pencil box, right? It's about this wide. So I would think about if I wanted to use a ruler or measure it in inches, or a yardstick and measure it in feet. Now, it really wouldn't make sense to measure it in feet, right? Because it's a foot is way too big to measure this. But I could measure it with a ruler in inches, right? So I would circle ruler for the next one. Now, the length of a window. I'm looking at a window right now. It's about this wide. And I think that I could use a yardstick because I think it is bigger than my arm. It's bigger than my arm, and it would take a lot more inches than it would feet to measure the ruler. So, to measure the window. So I would use a yardstick to measure the window. Then the height of a cereal box. Again, I don't have a cereal box just hanging out in my room, but I can think about it, right? And I can think, all right, the height of a cereal box, it's probably about this tall. Would I use inches to measure up it, or would I use feet? Now, I don't think that I could use feet because I think a foot would be too big to measure the height of a cereal box. And I think it makes more sense to use inches to measure a cereal box. So I would use a ruler to measure the height of a cereal box. So again, I'm going to go over the answers one more time. The height of a door, I would use a yardstick. The length of a pencil box, I would measure with a ruler. The length of a window, I would measure with a yardstick. And the height of a cereal box, I would measure with a ruler. I hope this helped. If you got all your answers right, give yourself a big check mark. If you got them wrong, fix your answers and then give yourself a big check mark. Great job, second grade. Keep up the great hard work.